fellow carbon-based bipeds. I am Scott Rose, and you are watching Explosions and Stuff. Today, I'll be reviewing the 1995 film The Demolitionist, starring Nicole Eggert, Bruce Abbott, Richard Grieco, and Susan Tyrrell. But first, a word from our sponsors. An overview of the movie? In a future where guns have been outlawed, only the criminals have them. As a result, police officers Alyssa Lloyd and her partner are killed during an undercover operation to infiltrate the city's largest gun runner. On her deathbed, Officer Lloyd is given the option to participate in the Lazarus Project to bring her back to life as a living weapon. She agrees and sets out to get revenge on the people who killed her and her partner. The pros of this movie? Well, first of all, this movie did not take itself too seriously, and that is a wonderful thing. Richard Grieco just chewed the scenery with his acting, just over the top and just cheesy, and everyone was overacting. Everyone was just being overly dramatic, except for the guy who was supposed to be serious, and he was just being overly serious. It was fantastic. It was entertaining. The acting in this movie, while cheesy, it fit what the movie was trying to be. Therefore, it was wonderful, and it was fantastic, and it was amazing. Also, they just nailed the dystopian future look of everything. The buildings look all worn out and barren, and like they're in a waste zone. The costumes are fantastic. The people look like they're going to a Mad Max convention or something. They just nailed it out of the park with the look of this movie. It had that dystopian feel to it, and it looked amazing. Also, one thing I really love that you don't really see in a lot of movies with a female action lead, they had the female heroine in flat shoes. We're talking shoes with a flat bottom. Normally in an action movie with a female lead, she's kicking butt in heels. She's running around in heels doing stuff. In this movie, no. She's wearing combat boots and she's going to town, just tearing stuff up and fighting people and doing this and doing that and being a legitimate action hero. It was fantastic, and I was finally able to take a female seriously as an action hero because of how they had her dressed. Well, not necessarily because of how they had her dressed, because she was in spandex, but still they had her in flat shoes. They had her in boots, and she wasn't trying to run around and fight people and ride a motorcycle and stuff in high heels, in stilettos. She was in boots, and that was absolutely fantastic. The cons of this movie? Okay, first of all, they used what I call dust squibs. A blood squib in a movie, it's like someone gets shot and there's this explosion of blood coming out of their chest or wherever it was where they got shot. The squib is that effect. In this movie, they used dust squibs. Like, they used this powder. Instead of, like, liquid blood, it was just, like, this red powder that just puffed out whenever they got shot. And there's nothing good about that. I mean, okay, it might be cheaper, but it still looks horrible. It looks like garbage. Blood is a liquid. It's not a powder. It's not dust form. It's a liquid, and it should come out as a liquid, not as some stupid red dust nonsense. There's no redeeming quality to having dust squibs in a movie. It just looks bad. It is the worst possible kind of squibs that you can have in a movie. Get rid of these stupid dust squibs. Also, this movie had some very, very blatant religious symbolism. Now, I got nothing against religion. I don't care one way or the other. But this religious symbolism didn't go anywhere. Like, she had this dream, she's asleep and having nightmares, and she sees people who are burning in hell. She sees the face of the devil, and it's torturing her for this one scene. After that scene, they don't mention the religious stuff ever again. They mention her struggling with her own inner demons, her own inner thoughts of being, what kind of person am I? I'm not human anymore. They show her struggling with that, but they don't show her struggling with this demonic fight thing ever again. They don't mention any sort of religious element ever again after this nightmare scene. There's no reason for it to be in the movie. It's just confusing and out of place and eating up valuable, precious time that could have been dedicated to something else more relevant to the plot and to the story of the movie. And to tie into that with my next point, this movie is slow, especially the back half of it. It's just so slow. It's trudging through it. It's like, towards the back half, it's seriously like a chore just to get through this movie and just sit through it. It's like, okay, is it over yet? How much time is left? Is it almost over yet? Oh, still got a few more minutes. Okay. Keep going, keep going, keep going. It's only been 5 minutes. It seems like it's been half an hour. Seriously, this movie is way too slow. My overall thoughts on the movie? I enjoyed this movie, but it just felt like it was dragging on towards the end, so I give it the Zangief. The dust squibs are annoying, but I can get past that. The religious symbolism just didn't belong, but it also didn't affect the movie. It just needed better pacing. I would watch this movie again, but I wouldn't go out of my way to do it. It's one of those, I would watch it if I was with somebody and they wanted to watch it too. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to like it and subscribe to my channel for new action movie reviews posted every week and top 10 lists posted on the 10th of every month. Also, if you have any recommendations for things you would like me to cover in the future, please leave them in the comments below and follow us on Twitter at explosions_TV. Thank you and have a nice day.